YouTube, what's up, baby? We back in this thing again for another review. This is Q's Insight. I'm Callie, and today we're going to be talking about um, Thor: Love and Thunder. All right. So we're a little bit late on this, but still at the same time, I have to come and give you the review for it. But Thor: Love and Thunder. All right. If you guys haven't seen this movie yet, you could definitely probably go check it somewhere, or like in the Dollar Theaters or something like that. They got it available to buy now on VOD. I'm not sure about physical copies, but definitely for sure VOD you can buy it. Or if you got a subscription to Disney Plus, you can go ahead and check it out on there. All right. Now, Thor: Love and Thunder, man. Gotta say, I definitely love Thor Ragnarok. So I was looking forward to Thor: Love and Thunder, see what this, what's gonna bring to the table, um, and I'll let you know how it was. But if you've been to this channel before, you know how we do it. We started off with the premise, three favorite scenes, the grade, and then we on to the next one, right? So again, Thor: Love and Thunder. All right. So the premise of this is Chris Hemsworth is in the beginning still trying to find himself as Thor. Um, so you can see him kind of going from being down to getting back up again, right? And in the midst of this happening, you do get to see Guardians of the Galaxy for a little bit, but not for that much time at all. Um, and in the midst of this happening, you have a situation going on with Jane Foster's character, where in which she finds out that she has cancer, and she has stage 4 cancer. So it's definitely like as bad as it's gonna get, and there's a chance that she could die. Um, Throughout trying everything that she could in order to, you know, get herself away from this cancer, she can't. And so she decides to try one last thing, and that is to, you know, utilize some space magic, right? You know what I'm saying? Thor. Um, and so she ends up going to um, where the new um, home is for the Asgardians, and she ends up finding Mjolnir there, and she calls to it, and it's calling to her, obviously, and she becomes Lady Thor. You know what I'm saying? At the same time of that, you also have a character named Gore the God Butcher, where in which it's explained to him, to explain to us that his character is a he worships a certain god, right? And all of his people that were with him and that worshiped this god ended up dying off until it was just him and his daughter left, and um, through starvation, without any water, and just without any food, and being in the hot desert, his daughter dies, and he lays there with his daughter, and kind of just as he's about to die, the god that he worships calls him into his presence. So he goes to that god, talks to that god, and he ends up finding out that the gods aren't as heroic and as beautiful as we see them. They're kind of like scumbags, because this god didn't care at the fact that he was praising him, and that his daughter was praising him even with her last breath. He didn't care about the fact that all the people that praised him are dead or whatever. He said there will be more to come after you. So you guys basically did your purpose. You prayed to me, you died. Now I'm just waiting for the next stock. And it's just like an evil type of mindset to have. So being that Gore lost his daughter, being that Gore lost his people, being that Gore is about to lose himself, he ends up uh, coming with hate towards the god. And there happened to have been some guy that had been slain right before Gore had got there, and he had um, the the uh, the god butcher's sword, and so he hurt. So as um, you know Gore's going through this pain and these thoughts, the sword calls to him, and it comes to him in his hand, and he ends up slaying the god, and then therefore he becomes Gore the God Butcher, as well as he takes on the task of trying to go to eternity, because if you reach eternity, he'll give you one wish, and the wish will be to, kill all the gods. So his whole thing is he wants to kill all the gods, and that fits in perfectly with how he feels, because he sees how the gods are. Um, and so those are basically the three storylines going on. Um, and there's other little things, but that's basically the gist of that story. So you have Thor, King Valkyrie, Jane Foster, Korg, and they're trying to prevent Gore the God Butcher from getting to eternity, and therefore, saving all the rest of the gods around the world, the galaxy, the universes, right? Um, so yeah, man, that's basically the premise. Three of my favorite scenes. This may be out of order, but three of my favorite scenes would be um, the fight that was kind of in the beginning, where Thor meets Lady Thor, uh, um, and they're both like in their outfit with the helmet on and stuff like that. I thought that was a pretty dope scene, and the action on that scene was dope as well. Second favorite would be Lady Thor and King Valkyrie going to Gore the God Butcher's planet and fighting him and his like minions, his shadow creatures that he summons. That was dope as well. Definitely liked the whole aspect of, colors being ate away when they get to his realm, and it's just all black and white. It was like a cool little take on that scene, and just that planet or whatever it may be. And my third favorite scene would be um, basically seeing Thor give his powers to the kids that were kidnapped from the Asgardian new haven that they have. But the kids that got kidnapped, Thor catches up to them, frees them, and he gives them some of his power in order to be able to take on Gore's minions, while Thor takes on Gore himself. That was a dope scene too, man. So that'll be three of my favorite scenes. The grade for this, man, I definitely enjoyed it. I definitely liked it, man. Like it did feel somewhat like Thor Ragnarok, but then it kind of felt a little different. I know that people don't necessarily feel like this was the best one, or they feel like they were let down. But to me, man, this was a cool little movie, man. I definitely enjoyed my time. So I'm gonna have to give it a 9 out of 10. Definitely wasn't a bad movie to me. I've seen it a few times now. I've shown my daughter it. She likes it. I really had a gripe with the way that they did Gore. The God Butcher, like his aesthetics and stuff like that. But actually seeing the movie, bro, like he looks really good. He looks really good. He looks very menacing. The CGI effects that they put on him, like when they like darken his eyes or his nose or his mouth, like that stuff really, really works and it looks great. So yeah, man, a 9 out of 10 for me. And I thought a lot of the jokes were cool. A lot of the stuff hit for me. They had good action here. They had enough action in here. The storyline was nothing that you had to ponder about too crazy, but at the same time, the storyline flowed fairly well to me. There was some wokeness aspect to it, but at the same time, it wasn't like so much to the point where it was all up in your face. So I honestly didn't mind it. It just kind of felt natural. Um, uh, yeah, man. So definitely a good watch for me. I would suggest anybody, if you like Thor, definitely watch the movie. If you like Thor Ragnarok, definitely check the movie. Check the movie out. See if it's your cup of tea. It may not be, but then again, it may. So it wouldn't hurt to watch it. Like I said, you can watch this movie now via VOD, or if you have a subscription to Disney Plus. Or I mean, if you wanted to go see it in theaters, maybe they play it in like maybe a select few theaters, or maybe like in like a dollar theater type of situation, But yeah, man, definitely check it out. I think it's worth your time. It was worth mine for sure. So a 9 out of 10 for me, guys. If you guys saw this movie, let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments down below. What were some of your favorite scenes? Did you like Thor Ragnarok more than you like Thor Love and Thunder, or did you like Thor Love and Thunder more than you like Thor Ragnarok? Or do you think just the whole Thor series has been just a failure thus far? Let me know what you guys thought about that in the comments down below, alright? Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. As always, this is Q's Insight. I'm Callie. Until next time.